and welcome. My name is Sarah of Sarah Knitty Bee and Knitty Bee Yarns. This is my little slice of YouTube where I share what I have been dyeing and knitting on, and today is a dye day. So I have been inspired by my current knitting project to dye up ready for my next project, and today I will be sharing the process with you so that you can see how my yarn is dyed. If you take inspiration from this and want to purchase some of the yarn that I dye, you can find the link in the description box below as to my Etsy shop. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and watch how my yarn becomes the colour it does. So with all yarn dyeing that I do is with acid dyes, you need 4 things. You need to have a protein-based fibre. So in this case, we have got a merino silk blend. You need heat, you need acid, and you need dye. In this instance, the acid will be coming from citric acid, food grade. It's not as awful as it sounds. And we will have heat because this pan here is on my stovetop. So we're going to start by sprinkling over our citric acid. And then we're just going to flip this soaked yarn so that we can move some of that acid around across our yarn. Now the heat is not on yet because we're going to prepare our dye stocks first. Now I won't be sharing my exact recipe as this is one of my colourways, and it is available to purchase from my Etsy store, but we are going to go through the colours that I'm using. So we're going to pour on some navy, and now we're going to turn on the heat. We're going to leave that to sit for a while, and once that has started to absorb, we will add our next colour. Now, as you can see, most of the blue has now absorbed. There's barely any colour left on the one on the spoon. So I've got my next stock, and this is a purple shade. So we're going to pour this over the top of our navy. And again, we're just going to leave that to heat up and absorb, and then we'll come back to add our final colour. Now the acid dyes come in powder form. Off camera I am wearing a respirator mask whilst preparing the dyes. Once it's in solution form, I remove those, and yes, I should be wearing gloves, but hey. Okay, so we've got most of the colour now all absorbed in. So we're going to go in with our third and final colour, which is another shade of blue. And we're just layering these colours up. And now that that's all the dye in, we're just going to leave this for half an hour, turn the heat up slightly, and we're basically going to let this cook for half an hour until all of the colour has been absorbed into the yarn, and then we will rinse and hang it up to dry. And here, after a few days drying, is the finished yarn. So you can see all the different shades of blues and purples, and this is named Duchess. So if you like the colour of this one and you want to see what you can turn it into, check this one out, on my Etsy shop, link in the description below. And of course, if you like what you see here, do please like, subscribe, share this video to get it out to more people, and hopefully you'll see what this one has been knit into on my next podcast. Thanks so much for watching, guys.